So, man, the med ball throws. Now, the med ball throws, bro, are fantastic for your core development, explosiveness in the core, and they're very sport specific. There's a couple items that I want to go over with you on yours. First of all, what I'd like you to do, man, is step into it like you're stepping into a drop step dunk. For example, let me pull this up here. So what I would have you do in this scenario is like this, bro. So you're gonna be, I have a med ball here. If you're holding the med ball like this, instead of taking the med ball and swinging it and swaying it like this, you're gonna take that med ball like you would a basketball, like you're gonna go up for a dunk, only you're gonna take the med ball, you're gonna take your step here, just like you would, almost the exact position as if you were gonna go up for a dunk, your sport-specific movement, and then you're just gonna launch it, either for distance or for height. So the main things are, in what you're doing, you don't wanna be doing this swing and sway to get some extra. That's not the point. The point is not necessarily to throw it as far as you can. You need to throw it as far as you can while still doing the exact movement we want you to do. So you're gonna step in here, this is where you're at. You're gonna be in your joint angles, all the stuff we talk about. You're gonna be in here, and then you're gonna go through your hips, completely extend at your hips, and launch it. So it's gonna look something like this. Whoosh, and it's gonna be explosive. No deceleration at the end. We're gonna look at your video again, but when you did it, you also kind of decelerate at the top. So it's kind of like, it's kind of throwing it, but this thing, you're here, you're stepping into your spot, and then you're, full extension at the shoulders, hips, knees, everything, even jumping off the ground. This exercise is really, really powerful. And if you do it right, the other thing that you're missing is your mojo. How high are you throwing it each time? What are you reaching for? You need to be reaching for a target. So I notice you're in a room. One thing you could do is throw it back and forth. So this way and then this way, and then try and throw it further each time. That way you know what your intensity levels are. The other thing you can do, so you start here, let's say you start here, throw it all the way to here. Now you know this is your target to reach. You want to beat that distance, and that's what you're trying to do. Every single rep is beat that distance, not just go through the motions. So that's one way to do it. The other way to do it is you can throw it up. So I notice your ceiling isn't that high, but you could throw it up to try and touch the ceiling, or there could be a line you're trying to throw it above, and whatever that height is, that's what you're trying to beat each time. So you got to have a mojo in every exercise, as you know. So let's transition back over and go over this with you. So as we're doing this, so instead of just grabbing the ball and kind of swaying like this, you're gonna step into it, your exact joint angles. So that's the position almost that you're gonna jump into. And just remember, these joint angles are gonna be your jumping angles, the same jumping angles we do for the number one best exercise. And the swaying, let's see how you get into extension here. That's pretty good, but you're gonna wanna be in full, your full body is going to be in extension. So your hands will probably be up here, and you'll be kind of doing this throughout your whole body because you're completely exploding. So, as we pointed out, you need a mojo. Like each time, you really don't know how high you're throwing it. And let's look at that one, for example. This is a good rep to look at. So yeah, the intensity level is going to go up. You're going to be reaching for a target and knowing how far or how high you threw it. But those aren't, well, you could do a lot to improve on those. So